What's going on, everybody? Doc here, Average Gamer Guys. Back again, another episode in our free-to-play Last Day on Earth series. Jumping in, we got, I don't know how much of an action-packed episode this is going to be, but we have a ton of updates and upgrades to go over, and it's just a little bit about everywhere. So let's jump into it here. First and foremost, I want to talk about some weapon mods that we have been working on, and actually some things that we've been able to get complete. So very happily here, one of the things that I was very close to, I think I shared this in the previous episode or two, was talking about how we had the engine mod. We got that from a season wrap up. We were able to get that done pretty quickly, but the Diablo blade has been something that's been on the waiting list that we've been able to pick up and get complete. I will tell you, Bunker Bravo was a big help to this. I will tell you, absolutely fantastic for some weapon parts and a few other things that we needed throughout the course of this entire video. So that event is now over, but if you're not doing Bunker Bravo, you are missing out when it comes around, especially for ATV, but it also has lots of other goodies in it. So make sure you're doing that. But Diablo Blade, this is really, really helpful for us. The only thing that we're making, that we're missing out on here is trying to grab this ergonomic handle. We have a handle on it. It's okay. Good durability, but the speed reduction is, it kind of doesn't matter, but it sucks a little bit. We have the engine running, which is one of my upper tier favorite active mods, and then the Diablo blade gives the extra damage that we need with some boosted durability too. So this is really solid. We had the Persuader, which wasn't bad. We had a big speed reduction here, a little less speed reduction, excellent crit chance and crit damage with this. These two combined, engine and Diablo blade, very, very good. Now, I would hope to grab this ergonomic handle. Look at the durability bump and the extra crit damage. You end up doing a ton of crit damage with this and actually gain some speed back, which is pretty cool. So hopefully we can find this, get this installed, make the best saw blade mace out there, but very happy. The big reason that I want these two things here on this is because our one-shot ability with this weapon now goes up immensely. In addition to with the engine blade and hitting a crit or two, you can even one-shot things like floater bloaters from time to time, not always, but it's a great, great sneak attack weapon, and that's what we use it for. So really excited to be able to grab that. We did some mods to the shotgun here recently. We got this big ammo. So we had the little baby ammo on here, which wasn't bad. That was one of our first mods we actually picked up on this account. But we got the big ammo for some extra damage, durability, and speed. This has been really nice. This puts together a really, really solid shotgun when you take a look what we have. We have the handguard, little aperture sight, we got the long silencer, and big ammo. Now, we are missing out on a few things here. Hoping to maybe find the spread shot at some point. This is another great active mod. We'll look to see. I think we're actually pretty good. Aperture sight, I think, might be the best. I'm pretty sure. So we're in pretty good shape with the shotgun here outside of that active mod. I talked about potentially working on this. We'll see. This is going to be something that we kind of work on maybe passively as we get some opportunity here. Looking to maybe get the sight done. So that's on the track to do. We did get the silencer finally finished as well, so I'm pretty happy about this. I am going to work towards getting this modified muzzle brake, and the reason for this is actually this is pretty good for both damage and stability. I will tell you that the builds that I run on my main account, this is actually what I run with this large magazine, this sight, this tactical stock, and typically I have the blade on here, the knife, excuse me. So we're going to be looking at putting this together, but happy to have the silencer. There are some good opportunities for this. It's not bad. It's pretty nice to have. The durability reduction is kind of okay, but this giving us some extra stability makes this a little bit more consistent. So we'll look at probably putting those here. I've also been looking at and working towards, I'm going to start working towards a couple of VSS mods. We actually just need some factory parts. We only need about 10 more here for the sight, so we can get this on here. This will be really nice, good damage and extra crit damage if we end up hitting those. And then this is a pretty decent magazine to get, durability and crit chance, and is pretty inexpensive. Though one of the nice things that I look for is good quality mods that don't take a ton of resources. Now, granted, springs are a little bit less common, but you can find these in pretty good quantities. We're getting 3 of these a day from our settlement and the progress we've been able to make with our expeditions. So this is kind of nice for us to put together. The rest of this stuff, very, very cheap. very easy for us to get. So wanted to go ahead and put that together. We have basically all, and this is the best magazine out of the two choices. There's not a whole lot choice. We could go for the damage route if we wanted to, and durability. This one's not bad. A little bit more expensive. I actually I'm gonna rock this one just so we could get some mods on these things. I've talked about this before, how I think that's pretty important. So we're sitting pretty nice with some weapons. Just want to go over some upgrades there, and we're making some good moves. I think we got a supply here. I didn't do a whole lot for this supply. I'm just going to take the bandages. Supply rocking and rolling right now. We've picked up some really good stuff from this. We got Pursuit of Luck. I did go get the clovers. I did get the shotgun. Really wanted the factory parts. That's a big one for me right now. Not going to spend it anymore. We got about 7K, 6K caps, 6 to 7K caps sitting at the gas station. I'm not going to spend them here. We'll wait. And we got a couple other things coming up here pretty quickly. We are working down. We got, 6 days-ish left. Level 66. Bunker Bravo was really good for us. We were able to knock it out twice, which, again, was a big help. So, because of that, let's pop over. We're actually going to do some settlement upgrades, which has been a little while since we did a few settlement upgrades here. So, I'm excited about this part. I'm not going to jump into any expeditions or anything like that. I'll save our Merc Stripes for the end of the season like we typically do. However, we have one really major thing that I want to get built here that I'm actually very, very excited for, which is going to be the wrong button that we pick, which is going to be this pipe, or this rolling machine. This is not the pipe rolling machine. This is the rolling machine that allows us to make the flat, whatever, pieces of aluminum or iron sheets. Iron sheets is what it's called. So I missed out on doing this on our first run of Bunker Bravo because I got so excited because we saw, I think, 12 cogs, which, if you're not familiar, is one of the main components of the ATV build. You need 200 of them, so you do need a lot. So getting 12 is pretty good. We ran Bunker Bravo back again. We had the opportunity to do 2 resets for it before the event ended, and we actually picked up 15 cogs this last go around. So we have the rest of the materials here. I am very, very excited to get this going. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to build this bad boy. This is huge for us. And the reason this is huge is because a lot of our other upgrades are going to require or need us to be able to make this. Specifically, one of the things that I'm missing out on is a second, or the start, are medium generators. I need some medium generators. I need to get these guys up and going. I need to be able to power up a handful more things. This is actually one thing that is going to draw some power that we needed to. I have now, because I don't have multiple generators, I can't get this going, which isn't a huge deal because we can move the generator back and forth. But I really need to make a couple more iron sheets. We'll have the aluminum cable for this. And then we're going to drop in and we're going to get a medium generator going. I'm going to slap it right here for the time being. We may move it. I'm not really sure. I don't really want to run a whole bunch of aluminum wire all the way over here. But we'll see. We'll see. We have our other generator sitting over here powering up a couple of things. That's really going to be the main component that we need to get built up. The other thing that I do need to make is this transformer. I am going to make this. I probably won't cover it, but I want to wait until we get the other iron sheets to make the other generator first, and then the next set will go to this transformer. We've actually done a really nice job here. So this is currently sitting all the way at level 3 and moving towards level 4, which is pretty freaking cool. We have a few others that are set up this way as well. We haven't done any for this yet. Still need the frame floors. You really don't need iron pipes. Iron pipes is kind of later on in the settlement if you haven't done a ton of your journey there. I don't need to worry about the storage. We're totally fine in here for the time being, but I do want to try to get this built up too. All we need is the transformer, and then we're going to be able to make screws and iron parts. Both of these things are going to be very, very important for us to continue to build up, get level 3 buildings, more importantly, build the rest of the things, and just get access to some resources that we don't. So one of the last ones, probably Well, I don't know. We do need chipboard. We will need chipboard at some point. We have this one already all set. We just need to make the frame floor. Frame floors require a lot of slate, so we're kind of working through that. But we've done a nice job of getting a few rooms. I've really been grinding a ton of resources. You're going to see the biggest resource I have a metric ton of iron billets. You're like, Doc, you only got 12 there. No, I have this bad boy pretty well filled up at this point. So I'm very excited to finally get in and start making some iron sheets. We are going to be able to bust this out really, really well. Boom, we can get in there. We can get these going. So this is nice. Make up a whole bunch of iron sheets. We're going to be able to get the generator probably tonight, honestly. Record this. I do my editing. By the time that's all said and done, these are 30 minutes a piece. We'll make the 5 of them. That's a couple of hours, and we'll be good to go. We could do the skips if we wanted to, but so really right here, I'm focused on getting our floors, the minimum amount of floors per building that we need, per room, I should say, built up. I like to make sure that I share these with the other walls, because at one point, or here in the near future, we're going to have to install these walls, and they're going to have to be leveled up. The nice part is you don't need floors on both sides, and the walls actually are shared, so they will count. So I always make sure to get them in the corners, because that's a nice spot. It actually saves you one floor that you need to upgrade for additional walls. And typically, you need more walls than you do floors. I digress. But we're going to build those. We'll make sure that we can share those. At some point, you'll have to put multiples in here. But as you can see here, we did this entire wall. So like this room, we'll do this entire floor right here to share this wall. And then with those two combined, we'll probably take to the wood shop and we'll build up a few of these floors to then share this wall. So we save a lot of resources by doing that over the long run. We're not very close to that at all. Right now, like I said, I'm really just primarily focused on getting that built. That was like one of the biggest upgrades we had been waiting on for a while. I will tell you, for a while, to try to get that done. So very excited to do that. We're going to still keep pumping out the iron billets here, which I'm very excited about. And that's looking nice. I need to get some other stuff. I actually need to get these built up. We're going to be really good. We've kind of feel like we've gotten to a good sustain point where we can keep making a lot of this. With what we've been getting daily from our expeditions has really been helping us. Now you can see we have enough aluminum cable. We're going to be able to make that generator. Should be no problem with that. Like I said, we just need the few iron sheets. So I'm really, really excited about that. The thing to keep in mind too here, and I'm not super concerned about upgrading a bunch of the buildings to level 3 yet. We did the headquarters because that gives you access to the additional expeditions. So that is complete and all the way up. That was one of the first things that we did, because that's most important. The next one I will focus on will actually be this, and we've dumped a pretty good amount of materials in it. I've started to make some light parts. We're going to get this knocked out. I do need to be able to make iron parts. So transformer, to be able to get that room leveled up, to then be able to build that additional bench is going to be really important for us. You can see here, this is going to take chipboard. It's going to take quite a few iron sheets, take a whole lot of slate. The reason I want to focus on the garage next is because we're a few levels away still. We're not a ton of levels away though from needing to level the garage up before we can continue to level up the van. This also takes iron sheets, so like everything was hinging on that. And I think that's one of the things that probably, I don't want to say discourages folks from the settlement, but you have to really kind of take a look and like strategize and plan a little bit for settlement upgrades, because so much stuff gets locked behind one set of resource that if you don't have the capability of making yourself, it can feel like you can make no progress. Now, granted, you should be, if you have been doing settlement, this is likely going to get an upgrade and get some of the new content at some point in the future, and then more stuff will become accessible. The daily stuff that you get from expeditions as you get further along is really, really good for just overall account progress. So I can't highlight this enough that this has been a big help. When we go to look at some of the resources, like I don't need to worry about making nails, right? I don't need to worry about making a handful of other things. I don't need to worry about grabbing adhesive or tape anymore. We have used a ton of bolts that we've gotten from here. We've used a ton of scrap metal that we've gotten from here daily, just working that stuff up. I have 101 glass, for instance, so that's really cool. We have a nice stockpile of resources here that we'll be able to leverage. Aluminum plates, don't use them for a ton. I've used a ton of iron plates as well. So it's been really, really good to be able to get this kind of stockpile just over seasons and seasons of having expedition progress. But I think don't get discouraged. Just keep in mind there are some things that really are going to block you. So you've got to look at the rooms. You've got to try to prioritize outside of walls, because you need to level up walls. You absolutely need to level up walls, which is this right here. We don't need to worry about this last level necessarily, but we will start working towards this eventually at some point. I could put like the iron billets in here if I really wanted to. That wouldn't hurt me at all. But get your walls leveled up and then get the buildings. But I'm going to focus on the garage here. I want to try to get some more levels for the van. Hopefully this gets an upgrade and some new content at some point. I'd love to see some different weapons we could swap into or pick, but we're going to work towards that after we get a few things here done in the settlement. So very happy, excited to share that with you and to be able to get that going. I think being able to hear and think about the progress and understand at least kind of how we're progressing, hopefully is helpful to you if you've gotten to a sticking point, you know. So we've been doing pretty good. Got a good stockpile of some resources. We've used up a ton of our wood because we've been breaking that down to try to get sawdust, which we need to be able to make slate. Slate is just like a grind of it is just a absolute grind of a resource. This is just so this is rough. This is rough, especially when you consider how tough asbestos can get if you aren't getting it daily. Iron wire is pretty easy. You can make the billets. You could break this down. You get this from the farm. Sawdust is also not terrible to get. It's just 2 stages. It's 2 stages. I've talked so consistently about. I just wish we had a few more. Just give me some more basic resource making benches in this, right? If we had 2 of these wood benches, sawmills, we would be so much better off. We'd be so much better off. We'd be 10 times better off because we'd be able to crank out 20 sawdust per reset. It'd be way, way better. But because we don't, we have the 1. We're kind of stuck with the progression that we've been getting. So wanted to share that with you. I have one other very cool update to go ahead and do. And I want to go do something that we haven't done a ton on the channel. I'm going to head over to Port Lab after we grab some munchies here. And I want to do some upgrades over there and do some delivery as well, actually. So I'm going to bring a few things with me. Bring those. We're sitting really good on heals. I don't know if I need alcohol. I'm going to bring some water with me. I'm going to bring... What else do we need to bring? Let's bring these. Did I not have any in there? Do I need anything else? I'll bring a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So we might use that. I'm gonna bring this and some wood. I did some oak hunting here, some oak grinding recently. What else do I want to bring? I'm gonna bring some bolts. I'm gonna bring some of these. I believe I need blue tape. Yes. I guess we could bring some of this. Not sure what boxes we're gonna get. We'll bring some of that, and then I bring some stone as well. I've been trying to do some grinding. Here. Get some level ups going. But I have one more thing to install. We're gonna move. I don't want to say quickly. I need to move quickly. We got 38 minutes. We'll use up some energy here to do this. I'm trying to find our last, what do you call it, trader. It's not popping up. If we see the trader, we got another raid, and we'll jump into that here ASAP if we can. But let's get some upgrades going. We're actually coming to a really good raid point right now. We have a lot of our things about to reset. We just queued this up. I could actually go do some T-Hub. We're about to finish up and queue that up. Got a little bit of time left here, and we're sitting at 24 hours. We went and knocked out the farm as well as we queued that in. So let's run over here. You can see we just bunker Bravo. Excited about that. Oh, I should have brought that. I keep meaning to bring the drone to finish off this watchtower. One of the things I've actually thought about, and I put a little bit of progress towards and realized it's not super helpful, is trying to get this lighthouse fixed so that we could get access to. I just don't need to go to Dead Island for anything, so it's not useless, but it's kind of useless at the moment. I'm not going to worry too much about that, but let's get the upgrade first, because I'm excited to share this. And this will be nice for us just here in the future. Probably going to tell what I can go ahead and get done. Oh, I also want to go ahead and do this. Put that in there. Cement is another one of those resources that we've got to kind of grind a bit. We don't need, the good part is you don't need a ton of cement for a lot of things. But good to just keep working. We did need some of it. I'm actually excited. I'm really excited for this one. We jumped into Port Lab. This is just really a convenience thing out of anything. But I can't do it because my arm can't reach that far. Gosh dang it. Sorry. I tried to be Vanna White there, if you know who that is. Bioreactor, we are getting this up to level 2. So this is just really cool for me. I'm really excited about this. This will be a long-term kind of like help for us. One, it's a convenience thing now, because then we can just hold more energy. It essentially kind of works as storage a little bit, because we were able to drop some seaweed in there and do some other things or whatever. But it's just really cool. We're able to get this done. We had all the components. I think the only one I was a little not upset about having to drop in, but just need to be careful, because again, we're really focusing on the ATV, is we did lose out on a couple of air filters. Not a huge deal. We can find these. We'll grind these. No, not crazy, but the rest of the resources really we didn't have much use for. Cement would be the only other thing, again, because that's used for the lighthouse, for us to upgrade that. So happy to do this. Boom. Level 2. We'll get this filled up. Whole bunch of energy. We can take a look at actually trying to get this done. I'll probably come and put like the pipes in. I do have the pumps already, interestingly enough. We have plenty of heat sensors. Hello. And then the rest of this will probably just kind of wait. Now, there is some benefit to this, because then we get 2 slots now. So trying to get Bioreactor level 3 in the long term will be good. We just don't have any perks, because we haven't done a ton of hard mode here. So that's something we'll be doing in the future, but we got to stockpile some guns. We'll wait for some of the events to get going here as well. But we're looking good. We got our seaweed farm going. So we have a lot more accessibility now to Port Lab, which I'm actually really excited about. So definitely going to have this. We do this every season whenever it comes up. But I'm excited to actually hopefully be able to make some more progress with that in the near future. So we'll throw these things down here, and let's go do some delivery. I want to share, just again, a lot of me chatting, a lot of me just showing things that we've been able to get done, but just want to share with you the progress. I felt like that was important. So we do have some delivery terminal to do here, and this one's okay for us. 2 basic, and then 1 cooler and 1 toolkit. I don't do the upper end ones. I don't like spending those types of resources. Where we're sitting here, this is 100% complete. Why can't I take it? Hello? You guys see that, right? Like, hold on, let me get out of the way. You guys see that, right? Like, it's not just me. That says 100%, but it's not. There's like a little smidgy right there. It's like the littlest little smidge. This will give us some extra box slots, which means that we can do additional boxes. So we're going to try to game this. We're going to try to be pretty smart. Let's see what we can do here. We're going to do one of the low end boxes. We can do 3 at the moment. We'll work up to 4. I'll go ahead. This is how I kind of make extra storage for myself, by the way. Throwing that in there. All right, let's take these. That. Okay, we're good. I'm gonna make 3 of these bad boys. We'll queue this up. I'm going to let this deliver. This should get us that extra box slot, and then we can make more of the bigger ones. Actually, I think I had 2 of these, so just need to do 1 delivery on this. See if we can get some good items. Be happy with that. We'll let that keep cooking. We do have 2 of these, I think. Yes, we do. All right, so we'll accept this one. We'll do the 3, get it started. It should very easily get us the progress that we're looking for. Scare him away. Cool, we got some animal fur. Very nice. I always, and I probably shouldn't, but I always. So we're not showing the extra box there, but we'll run over here. There we go. Now we're at 100%. We will get a crane key, so I'm actually kind of excited to try to get that. That'll help us. This is pretty decent materials in there. If I cancel this. Oh no, was it one of the extra these slots? That's level 15. Oh, that's such a bummer. It is, dude, that stinks. It's one of the paid slots. I thought it was going to be one of the top slots. That's unfortunate. Still okay, we can still do 3. That's not a big deal. I was really hoping, because that just gives us the extra ability to get more progress. We can get more points from doing deliveries. And deliveries aren't great, but they're good to do whenever you're here, in my opinion. I think they make sense. That's just a little unfortunate. You have to pay for these. Nuts. I was really hoping it was going to be that slot, but I could have paid attention and read the levels, and I didn't, because I don't do that. Oh, it's been a fun episode. To the launch. Whoa! I got a flare. That's cool. I don't think I've ever gotten a flare gun out of this. That's neat. That's actually really neat. Cool. All right, let's take these. Let's grab some boxes. We'll make some more. Put these down. Put all this down. Let's grab the toolkits. Need some bolts for this. We only need 3 of these bad boys. We'll make these up. It's cool we got a flare gun. Pretty stoked about that, actually. I'm hoping there's going to be good use for this flare gun here in the very near future with the region updates and the northern region getting an update. I'm actually very excited about that. All right, let's put some stuff back. I'll put these back. I can queue this up. Keep making boxes. We already cleared the sewer, so sorry I did that without you. My bad. Ooh, nice. I'm telling you, I'm getting very lucky right now, but I always take the thing. Always. It's coin flip. And sometimes you just win it. And we've won it 3 times in a row. So that's been big. All right, we're going to go ahead and we'll make up the coolers now. Which we can do. Coolers. I think, oh, I had all the stuff on me. Duh. There we go. We'll end up taking some of this back, but I like to just try to keep this storage really full with these 3 crates worth of items. Sometimes I have to bring items to make the crates. That happens. You know, that's usually like a 3-to-1 type thing. So if you're ever not sure or wondering what you should hang on to, that give you an indicator. We could do something like that. Then we can fill these up too. Little special trick. You can leave those filled up if you want. All right, what are we sitting at? We got a little too much of some things here. I'm not sure. We'll look at it here after we do this delivery. Let's knock this one out. This is a good one. It's a really good one. This is a pretty decent amount of points. And potentially... All right, so we lost that one. We gained it right back. I'm telling you, I always do the thing. Always, always, always. Always. That's pretty good. So what kind of progress did that get me? I'll take it. I'll take it. I am trying to focus on deliveries a little bit more. I'm trying to make some progress in here, really just to try to get these crane keys and get some weapons and some things that we need, and also some good gear and items that you can find in them. trying to do that, make that really, really helpful for us as a good way to grind. And deliveries are pretty easy. They're pretty easy. Materials we have plenty of them. So nice to knock that out. I wish I could do... I really wish these were a little bit less expensive, but these, man, like I could do them. I don't want to say that I couldn't do them. We could sacrifice fiberglass and copper. We could definitely sacrifice aluminum plates, but it's like cement. Cement takes long enough to make by itself. This is pretty tough. Plus the boxes themselves. We have a handful of them. The boxes themselves are very expensive. Steel plates. Now you can find them down below, so that's not bad. But that's where we're at. So I want to take a look here. What do I can take these back, put this here. I just try to look to make sure. Okay, we got those, that's set. We got plenty of materials for these. Again, I do have some of these. We have the coolers in there. I don't have any spare med kits. I'm going to take some tape back with me and put these here. This gets used up a lot. I have 2 alcohol in that, so I'm feeling pretty good. I think this is a pretty good setup for us here going forward. I also, again, do keep stone here, limestone, and the bottles of water. That way we can throw that into the cement maker and get that going. Let me just double check, make sure I don't have any, what do you call it, any space in this one. Yeah, we're well locked up. We're sitting good. We got some sand, got some catalyst, we got some bauxite, got some more water here. Getting extra storage space in this is extremely helpful. That will come through knocking out hard mode and getting some progress with that. And yeah, we're doing good here. So we're gonna rack up the cement. I think we need, I wrote this down somewhere. We need 48 more cement to do the lighthouse, which is probably where I will put that. Just, it's a one-time upgrade, gets it done, or I might do bioreactor. I don't know. I have to think about where we want to spend those resources, whatever makes the most sense. So let's see what we got here. I need the trader. I really want to do a raid. Because we are sitting, we got 3 skulls. We got some time. I guess I could run over here. We got energy too to burn. I could go fish. Maybe we go fish. Not sure. Maybe we just do this and then leave this one where it's at. Just really wanted to share the upgrades, things I've been focused on. Hopefully you enjoy. I know a little bit less of an action-packed episode, but this is kind of the bread and butter here of making some progress. So I'm excited. I hope you could tell. I hope you could tell. I'm excited for this one. Excited to be able to get. I love getting upgrades. I love the feeling of the accomplishment of getting the thing done. And I think most people do, probably that play this game, but it just has an extra little, because some of the grinds are so long, it has an extra little feel to it. I don't know. It's pretty cool, especially free to play. Again, if you're out there, you're running free to play, you know, there's a little extra level of the grind. I could say this pretty confidently that if we were not free to play on this account and had, just been buying the season pass alone, which I do think is a good value. I've always talked highly of the season pass. I won't sugarcoat that. I feel like we might have the ATV done. Because the things that we're missing, we would be getting decent amounts, and we've done, 8 seasons or so. I feel like we would probably be either close to done or all the way done. I'm pretty confident about that. Pretty confident. Gonna get some points here. I really just wanted to grab these crates, but we're here, so we might as well make the best of this. That guy ran over like right at the worst time. We got a couple fast biters. Could we get this guy? Yes, we did. Nice. Be quick on it. Oh, I stood up too soon. Dang it. Oh, the turkey didn't run very far. Come here, little guy. Boop. Got him. Got him. I really don't like this current event. Not a fan. I'm a fan of getting extra caps. I'm not a fan of how the rewards are structured. Not a fan. Not a fan. It's not my favorite, if I'm being honest. Some of the rewards are good, though. I will say that. The rewards are much better. They're just way harder to get. And I just don't feel like you get a ton of caps. I think that's my bigger gripe, is not the amount of caps that we even get during the event, although it's a little lackluster when you think about it. You know, you're getting 50 per reset. I think you do three, at least three. Pretty sure three of these, maybe 4 of these a day. 3. It's like an hour, or out to hour and a half or 2 hours. I forget what it is, and it's like 5 hours or something. 3 or 4, whatever. So you get what, 200 caps a day from that, and then 1,000 after your 4th day. The problem is just getting caps. Other than that, you get caps in a lot of things, but the volume of them is terrible. It's just so low, except for Port Lab. Port Lab and the lockers is great. Absolutely great. I wish all the locations, I wish Blackport PD was like that. I wish the Bunker Alpha was like that. I wish Bunker Bravo was like that. If those locations and those crates were like that, and you got a couple hundred caps per crate, no complaints. No complaints. Because you'd be able to stock up a just metric ton of them. And it would be fantastic. It would be so good. You could do this. You could do the season progress. You could go over, do your waves. You could go clear this a couple of times. You could do your double clearance here on Bunker Bravo. By the time this thing came around, you could have a couple thousand caps. You can't do that. You literally can't do that. That's frustrating. That's frustrating to me. Because the Port Lab ones are, the lockers are so good. The lockers are so good. Now, granted, you got to spend some resources and you got to, you know, get through a relatively tough area. However, you get a decent reward for it. That makes sense. Ooh, did I almost do this? I need rubber parts. I got those covered. I need transistors, rubber parts, and ball bearings. Do we have them? Let's see. I have the rubber parts. I'm not going to grab them until I know I have the stuff. There's transistors, ball bearings. I don't have the ball bearings. Watch. All right. Well, we got to do this because this will cue our raid. So I'm going to pull this back. We'll put that there. All right. Ball bearings, transistors, rubber parts. We're going to run back. We're going to grab these back and forth, do the thing. I'm going to cue the raid because we only need this last one. We're going to do the research, come back when we're raid ready. So see ya in just a second. All right. As we run over here to Nazca, we are ready. And this isn't going to be the most impressive base, but seems to be a pretty decent one. This is going to be another one of those where we get just like a little bit of everything, which I don't mind. I really don't mind. I actually kind of prefer bases like this. I think they're a lot of fun. So we're going to pop this open right here just because it's close to the El Chapa. And this is all we need to do. Kill some of these guys. Knock this out here really quick. Oh, I didn't do my auto heal. That was a blunder. Oops. I also inadvertently tricked the actual crap out of this floater bloater. That was pretty funny. I did not mean to do that, but that worked out. Knock this guy out. But this is essentially, it's just going to be these 8 crates. So I don't believe there's any spikes. I'm not going to grab that. Do our 3 chop method here. I think I brought 6. I brought 6. Uh-oh. Yeah, okay, good. I brought 6 hatchets with me. Obviously, 1 C4 required. And we should have pretty good ability to just open all of these and grab everything that's pretty good out of them. Now, with our quick research, what I can tell you is this one is one of the better ones. What a great chest right here. I'm just going to take like everything from that. Some good wood. And I am happy. So we are going to reset trick this. I want to grab that. This is important. That's good for us. This is good. I can always second slot weapon this, so I do like to hang on to those. I guess what I could do is maybe that. That seems okay. We got pretty good little chunk of weapons right there. I'm thinking I might suicide trick this right here. That's what I'm thinking. I think we will. If you didn't check out my last video, we did kind of debunk some of it. We got a little bit more testing to do, but I think for the most part we're sitting good. I think it was just a little glitch that we had happened. We're gonna test one more thing. I feel good. You're safe to raid. Do what you need to do. Let me just double check. I always just feel like I don't put the things in the chopper. I don't know why. But we'll get killed here. Get a reset going. I think we might not have needed to do it with this base, but doesn't hurt, right? Doesn't hurt as long as it doesn't glitch. No raiders there. We're good to go. We are in the money town. Good weapons. That's nice. C4 to trade for that. Take that all day long. Plus, we're going to get some good, essentially good resources on top of it. We should get some, I think there's some decent metals that we'll pick up. Again, we got some solid guns here, which I'm always happy to see. I'm happy just to also keep a raid streak going, keeping that running strong. I think, I have to remember, I'm pretty sure I shared this. I think I did. I think it was one of the raids we did. I'm pretty sure I shared a raid that we did on our main account in the last video where we kind of debunking some things, just testing, just making sure things weren't busted. And we got a base with a whole bunch of charcoal in it. I would love to see that base right now in this account. Charcoal, just because we've been really focused on making steel. I've been really focused on making steel because I want to make sure that we can get our chests all upgraded and then start making steel plates to help with finishing off our ATV. So we've just like really been trying to constantly keep that going. Plus, I do still use a ton of iron. I use a lot of iron. I make a lot of machetes, like make a lot of melee weapons. So I want to make sure that we can keep that running, and charcoal, just a great way to do it. And we are running, our stockpiles are running low. All right, so let's get this going here. Throw this on, we'll throw this over. We could throw some weapons and stuff in here if we want. Throw that in there. Probably just throw this set of armor just to take up our space. Not a big deal. All right. I'll come back to that. We might take most of that stone. It's a little bit of metals. Maybe the metals aren't going to be as good as I thought. All right, we got a little bit of gas. That. These, this. That's all pretty good. We could take that. Not super concerned about it. I'm going to dump this in here. I don't really even care about that. We'll leave this. Got 2 left to crack. This should queue. Maybe queue. This one will queue the rest of the zombies. There we go. All right, we'll take these guys down. See you in just a second. All right, zombies are down. What I am actually going to do, I'm going to swap my armor. I'll just put this in here. I'm going to swap my armor for this armor. That makes sense. Get some better quality things out of here. I think at worst we just take a whole bunch of stone. Seems fine. Again, I could take this. Leather's really good for us, so we'll take that. Some heals here too. I don't need this. Take the heals, maybe this, maybe the, I don't know. And swap this weapon in here. We can drop that down here. Okay, I guess I don't need that. Don't really need either of these. Take the steaks. Any foods that are cooked are usually pretty good. I really don't need one of those. Don't need one of those. Don't need this. Let's see. Again, a decent base. Honestly, probably just fill up on stone bricks. Not that those are like hard to grind by any means, but just nice to have. Nice to not have to worry about. Only thing I want to swap here. 3 copper ore is kind of like, especially because we got like watches and some other things. I honestly probably just drop that off and grab another stack of stone. That feels pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that, I think. Nice little raid. Nice little raid action. Oh, hello. Wow, I'd have felt really bad about myself if I would have left that. Look at that. That's even better. Good raid. The rest of this base really doesn't have a whole lot, to be honest with you. You can crack this open. It has just a whole bunch of workbenches in it if you end up getting that. If you end up getting this base as well. And then the rest of it is just nothing. I could tell you this is a base before they used to just leave you to an open field with trees and stone and stuff, and you could farm it like just a normal like wood location. And so that's why you see a lot of bases that are really small like that. People in the old days just used to make like little 3x3, 4x4, 5x5 stone bases, and they would hold up pretty good. And you could fit some decent stuff in there, get your chopper working, and go about town. So, not surprised to see what we saw. That was pretty good. Nice little base there. Nice little base. Let's get this stuff organized. All right, what do we got here? Some things to throw in here. Some stuff to throw in here. I think we're looking good there. We got a whole bunch. Got some more wood we can put down. Wood right there. The stone bricks. It's nice to see. Happy to grab that. Metals. Parts. Pieces. I'll end up breaking this down. A chopper tire so we can take that. Break this down. Another ATV wheel. Circuit. Heals, food. We were all over the place with this one, and I'm not upset about it. That was nice. It's like, listen, if all of my bases were like that, I wouldn't have a ton to complain about, to be honest with you. Outside of just wanting more oak planks. Oak and oak planks is the only thing that I desire that we don't seem to get too often. But we got some more weapons here. I think we have our raid chest all set up. Yep, so let's grab just a couple of spears from here. This one will probably mandate a handful of these. There we go, 3 of them. Make 3 more. 1, 2, 3. And we're good to go. And we'll queue in our next raid here, which comes in at a good time, again, because we have a lot of stuff that's about to reset. So we're timing these things pretty well. Hopefully we can see a revenge raid here over the next like 12 hours or so. Let's see what our raider tasks are. They'll queue in. Let's populate these with some mods. And we are good. Throw these bad boys down. Put the rest of that away. Let's just check these, and we'll probably wrap it up here. That's a good little episode. Really excited about our progress. All right, what do we got? Toxic abominations. Okay. Iron plates. Okay. Farm's about to reset. Perfect. Double farm. I love to see these. And then guns in the recycler. Easy task. Easy task. Both of these can be done very quickly. We'll go hit the farm up like ASAP. knock this out, and then the hardest one will be just toxic abominations, and we can just farm. What I like to do with this, we'll head to factory, although factory doesn't have a ton of toxic abominations in it. What I'll probably just do is head to limestone spires, and then we just run back and forth. You could also do this in the northern zones, actually, in the northern red zones where you can get toxic abominations. This will also queue for this, so if you are going to go and do that, if I hadn't just farmed a whole bunch of oak, that's probably where I would go, and I might still end up going there because we can knock a ton of these out, and that resource is actually probably more valuable to me at this point. So likely that's what we'll do. After we go take care of the farm, we'll jump over there. We'll just take the time to use our energy, move back and forth, get a good stack of that, make sure we knock out a bunch of the big guys, and we'll be good to go. So hopefully you enjoyed. Thank you so much. Big upgrade day. Super excited about that. We're winding down here on the season. Hopefully we're hearing some news soonish about some other updates. I think there's going to be at least a couple of other things to trickle out here. We've got the other updated event for Big Hunt probably coming next season. That's my guess. Just seems like we've gotten about one updated event per season. So it seems like with this next season or current season ending here in about a week or so, might hear something about that. That'd be pretty cool. And then we'll see, I would imagine maybe after that, later in September or early October, we get the big update with the revamped zones and new things. So very excited for that stuff. Stay tuned to the channel. I'm going to flash some socials, do the YouTube thing. We have cruised past 2,000 subs and we're on our way to 10K. So seriously, thank you so much. Really, really do appreciate the support. Thank you so much for the engagement, chatting in the comments, checking the videos, just spending a few minutes of your day. Really, really does mean the world to me. So thank you very much. I hope the series and this has been fun, useful, good info. We really try to put a lot of good info out on the channel and have some fun while we're doing it as well. We've got a Discord if you want to join that. A couple of you have been popping in there, sharing some messages and being active. So we do appreciate that. Thank you so much. Just cool to connect with the community and just, again, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for clicking on it. Likes are great. Go check out another video. Great way to support the channel. If you want to check out our other channels, throw some subs over there too. We'd appreciate it. It doesn't hurt. Try to get our AGG MTG channel up to 1,000 subs. That's the first big milestone over there. So we'd appreciate any support. But all links in the description below. And we'll be sure to catch you in the next episode. Peace.